Alright, you guys, this is how I actually made this closure here, this flap, so that my album actually had room to breathe. I'm going to show you how I made this, and then matter of fact, I'll just tell you how I attach this. This is easy enough, okay? Alright, and I use one of the closures, Tim Holtz clasp, to hold that together. But this is how I made it. Alright, you guys, I'm using the Dapper stack of paper, Tim Holtz paper, and it is, let's see if I have it in here. What sheet? It's the flip side of one of these sheets that I used. Oh, here it is. This sheet right here. I'm using this sheet. And it has, this is the back side. This is the front side. Okay, so I cut the paper so that the rulers were whole. Alright, and then I took a piece of black paper and I used it. I knew I wanted it to be about, let's see, this is approximately, I'm going to show you how much, this much, about that much, okay, enough to make a flap for my, enough to make a flap for this, what you call them right here. So then I actually cut the strips of these rulers off, just cut them off, and I actually took a piece and I said, okay, I need at least this much, and I would cut it off here, let's say about here. Can you see me? Yes. I'll cut it off here, and then I would take another piece and I simply took my staple gun. Why is it when you're doing stuff you can't find anything that you need? Because it was here. I simply took my staple gun. You guys, I bet I find it. I have several, and it's funny how you can't even find your staple guns when you need them. Okay, and I simply took my staple gun and I stapled it. Alright, you guys? Yeah. I just stapled it on. Until I got it looking pretty much like I wanted it. Okay? And you determine where you want it, how you want it on here, but your numbers are going to show. And I just took it and I stapled it. Took another piece and I'm going to put it here. Alright. Did I run out of staples? I ran out of staples, you guys. Alright, hold on one second. This is my, look. I'm actually going to put this back in here. And I'm going to use a staple gun that is already loaded. Alright, so I'm going to put this here. You can ink your edges, all that kind of good stuff. This right here, the reason I use the staplers, because it does give it a little bit of character. As you can see, I didn't even attach that piece here. It does give it a little bit of character. Alright, you guys? There you are. I did take another piece and lay it across there, you know, so that it would give it some kind of dimension. You could do that. I just took the piece and I laid it across, just so it wasn't, you know, this straight up and down. Okay, after I did all that, I took it and I glued it onto this piece of paper here. I glued it onto this piece of paper, and I actually, once I glued it down, I cut out the black spots, leaving a trim around the edges, as you can see. And then I used my eyelets there to attach it to the book, as you can see there. And once you attach it, you have, just like that, that's what you end up with. And you have your closure. This is the front. And it makes it sturdy enough so that your book, it allows your book enough space to grow. And because I attached it with the eyelets, and I used the Crop-A-Dile, but I used the, let's see, because you need something to get into there. I used my extender, the one with the 12-inch that could go across your page. I used this Crop-A-Dile so that I could get in there. Yeah. And yeah, I put the eyelets in there, and there is your enclosure. Alright, you guys, I hope that helps. I'm going to try to attach this to the other video and see how it works. But that, so far, is how I actually attach my, yeah, the flap, so that I could make a closure for it. And there you are. Alright, then I'm going to come back and I'm going to show you how the two things that I made. I'm not putting a lot of embellishments on these pages because I want my book to close up, but I do want you to see the Tim Holtz paper, the Tim Holtz texture phase, the Tim Holtz movers, and shapers. Yeah, so you will get to see those. I may put a lot of his embellishments and metal pieces are flat, so I can do that, but I'll come back and I'll show you how I actually make this page. You could do it with words, with sayings and stuff like that. So I'll come back and I'll show you how a completed page looks like. Okay, I hope that helps you out, and I'll come back later. All right, thanks for watching. Bye-bye.